All right, guys, welcome to a live stream about the Electoral College, the situations that's going on in the United States. I've been being asked by many friends of mine in Mexico about what's going on right now. As of right now, it's 10:20 on November the 4th. So yesterday we had the election, and we didn't have we don't have a president yet. So what I decided to do is to make a video to kind of explain what's going on as of right now. Well, first of all, the magic number to win the presidency, the magic number to win the presidency is 270. So remember that number. 270 electoral votes are needed in order to win the presidency. So how does that work? Every state in the United States has what they call electors for the Electoral College. So depending on the population, you get a certain number of voters. So for example, here in the state of Texas, you have 38 electoral votes. So yesterday, what happened was that Donald Trump got more votes here in Texas, and therefore he got the state. Now, if you go to other places, depending on their size. So for example, this one is for California. California gets 55 electoral votes. Now, before the election starts, there are a lot of states that, they're really not a toss up. It's almost a given that they're going to win those states. So, for example, again, Texas is usually what they call a red state. A red state being for the Republican Party, right? So you have red states, red, and you have blue. See? So you have blue states, red states, and before the election begins, because of the population that lives in previous elections, you would say, well, this state is probably going to go red, right? Like, for example, Texas, since 1976, has been a red state. But then you have a state like California, right? And that is a blue state, like this. Okay, so you have red, you have blue. So every single state usually leans towards one party and the other one. So the key is what they call battleground states. All right, battleground states. So what does that mean? That basically what it means is that these states, one election they can go Democrat, one election they can go Republican. So we never know, right? So for example, we have states like Ohio, Florida. You have states like Arizona, etc. So these states, the ones that are called battleground states, again, let me reiterate that the battleground states are the ones that pretty much determine the election. So, for example, last night a lot of states were called, right? Automatically, you know that a state like New York is always a very Democratic state. So, boom, Biden would get the state of New York, right? And what happens is that you start to tally them up. So every state, gets a number of votes. So you say, well, Biden, then you have Trump, and you start going down the list. So you would say, okay, well, Biden got New York, right? Trump got Missouri, right? And they start adding them up. So the first person out of all of those states that gets to, again, the magic number of 270 wins the presidency. Now, right now, a lot of people are a little bit confused. So what's going on, like in Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, etc. Right. So as of right now, according to the Associated Press, um, Biden, he has, I think, 264 electoral votes. So this guy needs 6 votes to win the presidency. Donald Trump has 214. So thing is that whoever, if Biden takes Arizona and if Biden takes Nevada, it's game over. Um, can Donald Trump still win the presidency? Yes, he can. I mean, he would have to win the state of Pennsylvania, which is right now going in Biden's direction. They still haven't given the official count. If he can win a lot of these states, like the ones that are still up in the air, like Georgia, North Carolina, I mean, he would have the path for him to get to 270 is a lot harder than Biden's right now. So right now, a lot of um, news outlets have given Arizona to Biden. So that leaves him six electoral votes away. So all he needs to do is win one more state, and it's over, right? So the thing is, guys, the popular vote uh, is important because obviously you get a mandate. As of right now, Joe Biden has won over 70 million votes. So, but he still hasn't won the presidency. The thing is right now that we have to watch is Arizona, Nevada. If those two go for Biden, it's game over. We have President Biden. If Trump manages to win North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Georgia, these states that are still not, they haven't given their tally. If he were to manage to win Nevada, if he could pull that off, then he could probably squeeze into the presidency to get it reelected. So as of right now, that's what's going on. Again, very, very important. I'm still going to reiterate that the magic number again is 270. 270. A lot of these places they haven't called them because you have to understand that some of these states they have large metropolitan areas like Philadelphia, like Pittsburgh, and then you have rural areas. The thing is that most of the people that vote in the metropolitan areas are Democratic, and the ones in the rural area are Republican. That's what happened here in Texas. Here in Texas, Biden won the Dallas County, and he won a lot of these big counties like in Houston. But the people that live in the smaller towns, that's what put over Donald Trump here in Texas. So again, very important. Remember, 270 magic number. Whoever gets there first is a new president of the United States. So I hope everyone kind of cleared up a little bit on how this thing works. You have to look. Every state is has a number. It can be like a very small one, like Hawaii. I think it has 4 electoral votes. So you want the big ones, but the little ones count because right now, again, if Nevada falls to Biden, I think it's 6 electoral votes, I believe. Game over. All right. So hopefully this cleared you up. I'm going to be putting more information as it comes by, depending on what happens, right? So in the meantime, good night, and let me go back to watching Vikings. Peace.